video response to Silver Wolverine because he wanted me to show him my junk, but I felt that was a little inappropriate, so I'll just show you my pre-1965 U.S. constitutional silver coins. Get it? Joke. I made a joke. So here's I'm a big Washington quarter fan. So here's a bunch of Washingtons. This is one tube. So that's $10 face. Alright. And another $10 face of quarters, but this time I have a standing Liberty in there, which is super cool. I got some more quarters. So this is $30 face in quarters so far. I should have chose a bigger mat. Alright, and so there's $40 face in quarters with only one standing Liberty quarter. Everything else is a Washington. These are my favorite junk to stack, probably, aside from like $half, I would say. But I got some more quarters too because I'm currently working on a tube. And so this one is also Washington quarters, but I do have this one standing Liberty in there. So maybe I'll trade. There we go. Two of these little standers are cool. I like them a lot. I know that in the future when I try to sell these, they're not going to be worth anything extra over a Washington quarter. So if I'm selling to somebody that wants to buy them at face value or whatever per dollar face, then that's okay and they're cool, right? But if I'm selling to somebody who wants to buy them for weight, they actually weigh considerably less than a Washington because they're so worn out. So that's why I prefer the Washington quarters. But these are cool nonetheless, and actually my neighbor found this one in his laundry quarters, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, so there's all my quarters. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $47.25 in quarters. So, yeah, I'm obviously going to try to fill this tube, and it'll probably be my last tube of quarters, because, you know, you can't just only have quarters. Let's look at the $half now. So my favorite $half are JFKs, for the same reason I like the Washington quarters. If you ever had to sell for weight, these weigh considerably more because they've been in circulation less, if that makes sense. Alright, so I tried to sort these real quick. I have a $1 face, or $2 face in Barber halves. The next oldest, I suppose, would be these Walkers. I have 7 of these, and these are also worn down quite a bit. I got one from Mostly Outdoors that's in great shape though. Let's see if we can tell which one it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's this one. That's my best shape one, and even then it's still really worn. So if you were to sell these for weight, I mean, you wouldn't make that much compared to a JFK, obviously, or even a Franklin. Alright, my next oldest ones are the Franklin halves. These are awesome. I love this dude's head. Look how weird his head is. He's looking like an alien. But the funny part about these is that Benjamin Franklin hated that people used portraits on coins. He thought that was a tribute to Europe, and it was an old monarch thing, and he hated, obviously, monarchies. And I think it's kind of funny he ended up on a coin. He didn't only end up on one coin, he's ended up on several, and on banknotes and all of that. And yeah, he would have hated it. If you're curious, Ben Franklin would have, he even said that he would prefer proverbs to be written on coins so we could remind ourselves how to be like good people and to have integrity, and that he hated putting portraits on coins. So it's weird that he ended up there. Alright, and then everything else is JFKs. I've mentioned 100 times I think these are my go-tos, and I'll probably stack even more than this. There are 30 JFKs here, all of them 90%, and the back is my favorite out of all of the half dollars. And yeah, I don't know, like I said, they weigh the most, and they're also the shiniest. Oh, I forgot I had 2 more of these. Good thing I remembered. And this is the one from Mostly Outdoors. That's the nicest one I have. But anyway, I found 2 more walkers. I forgot I had them. Okay, so all that's left in the junk realm are dimes. Here are all my dimes. These are all rosies. These are all mercuries. And then these are all mixture of everything, but there are some barbers in there. And so I'll go through those, I suppose. Here are my barbers. They're ugly and they're gross and they don't weigh anything. So, yeah, but they're really cool. The mercuries, which I have a silver history video on all of these coins except for the Standing Liberty quarter. If you're interested in any more information on these. But these are super cool also. And so I got a bunch of those. And then here are the rosies, which are my favorite because they weigh the most and they're the shiniest. Not to be confused with the Cupro nickel ones they have this day and age. Okay, and then for fun stuff, we have what could be considered junk because it's 90% US constitutional. But got a tube of Morgans and a tube of pieces. And so these obviously weren't worth more back in the day, but if you were smart back in the day, you should have bought dollar coins and not dimes, quarters, or half dollars. And not only because these have a higher numismatic value now, but because each of these coins, although they're 90%, a dollar coin adds up to 0.773-ish troy ounces of silver, whereas a dollar in any other combination of junk only adds up to 0.715. So you get more silver out of your dollar by getting dollar coins back in the day. Now, had we known that, people would have stocked up. They'd have traded it all in. I don't know. Back then, most people didn't predict that we'd be living in a fiat currency world and that silver would always be money, how I kind of think it should be. But anywho, that's those. And as a bonus, I have what I like to call the Mexican war nickel, which is just these little, they're 10%ers, they're 1 peso. They're all really quite gross because they have a lot of manganese in them, which makes them nice and brown, just like the war nickel. But yeah, they're little 10%ers. And I got a tube of these, so these are like Mexican junk, which is cool. If you ever wanted like a fistful of silver coins that didn't cost you very much, this is a really good way to go. Like these would be cool as poker chips or something. They're only $1 each, and for every 19 of them or something, you get 1 ounce of silver. About. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's every 19 to 20 or something like that. Just like a war nickel. So, yep, this is what we got. Have a great day, and thank you, Silver Wolverine, for having everybody show their junk. Alright, see ya.